So let's talk more about what's happening in Singapore with our political analyst, Brian Sobel. Brian, thanks so much for being here. What are your expectations? We're also hearing that negotiations will not include anything about North Korea's human rights record. Should it be?
I caution people to think...
Actually, these are live pictures here of the two of them shaking hands.
Oh, yes.
History in the making right there,
Historic.
Brian.
Absolutely historic. And we'll see what happens. I don't expect major announcements. I expect that they'll get together and chat and get to know one another in this 45-minute preview of more meetings.
Brian, could we be on the verge of a major breakthrough? Do you think Kim Jong-un really would give up his nuclear program? Because that is what we are saying. That is all that we will accept.
Well, historically, we would say no. But we've just been seeing different signs coming out of this regime over the last few months that indicate that maybe some other solution may be in the offing. For example, the talk about the security provisions, making sure that North Korea will not move away from a dictatorship and we would somehow keep him in office, may be enough to get him to move. Honestly, it's a new day possibly for North Korea.
What would he want in return?
Legitimate status on the world stage. He wants to be viewed as a world leader, and he can only do that if he can travel places and have discussions and be considered an equal to the President of the United States or any other chancellor or president or prime minister.
And Brian, as we watch these remarkable live pictures from Singapore, the demeanor of both of the gentlemen as they were standing side by side, as they were shaking hands, the president even, touching the shoulder of Kim Jong-un. What does that tell you about getting to this point and what exactly may happen? And I know that there is a lot of skepticism, a lot of doubt about this conversation, but isn't a conversation better than no conversation?
Oh, we should be thrilled at what's going on here. Let's face it. This is a regime that has nuclear weapons, and we should be talking to them and trying to get along with them. And one of the things to point out here is that this is being highly covered in North Korea, a country that has repressed media coverage of anything, and the fact that they have a huge media contingent there and are doing it live instead of the usual wait a few days to get the results.
We sort of filter it.
Yes, is remarkable and different.
The president has said that he'll know within seconds whether he can deal with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, that's what his specialty is. He's a negotiator. He reads people very well. And he says that if he gets the right vibe, if you will, he might go off the rails a little bit, off the track a little bit and ad lib.
This would be the one area of concern. They are going in with a game plan, even to the point, Heather, of reach out and touch and that sort of thing. That's all sort of been talked about. What they would fear is that the conversation might be going so well that President Trump might veer off. They would hope that the dictator would, but not the president.
All right, Brian Sobel, thank you so much for being here as we cover these historic meetings taking place in Singapore. Again, President Trump now sitting down with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.